Hello and welcome back to Yoga with Adele, Find Your Inner Sparkle. And today in the Foundations of Yoga series, we're going to be looking at one of my favorite poses that I just do every single day. I integrate it into my practice, into most of my teaching lessons, if not all of my teaching lessons, and that is cat cow. So most of you will have heard of this, even if you've not actually done this before. And to get started, you're going to just come onto all fours here. So that means coming onto your knees. So the first thing I want to say about this pose is if you're on a hard surface, like I'm on a carpeted surface, but if you're on a hard floor, you might find that your knees are sensitive to the floor and you really, really don't like it. So what you can do is you can get a folded towel and just fold it a few times and place that across your mat here to give you some support under your knees and some padding and cushioning. Or you can just get your mat and you can grab hold of your mat. So if you're caught without a towel or a blanket, and just pop it back like that. And you get this, can you see this kind of layering, cushioning effect right here? So if I'm doing my cat pose, I can just place my knees on the padding and then come on over onto all fours. So once you've got your knees sorted and comfortable, they're going to stack roughly under your hips, okay? Then you're going to place your hands roughly under your shoulders. So that means your shoulders are not back from your hands or forwards from your hands for this pose. We just want them roughly under our shoulders. So this pose is going to be great for your back and your back mobility and flexibility, and it's also going to build strength in your wrists. So another thing to pay attention to here is your wrists. So if you've got a wrist injury, then please be careful with this pose, maybe just building strength, doing a few rounds and then stopping and giving your wrists some attention and some love would be a good idea, giving them a little massage and a shake out every few rounds. But also you want to pay attention to the way that you place your hands down. So oftentimes in class, I see people close their fingers like spoons. So you don't want spoons. It's not like swimming where they obviously encourage you to close the fingers. We want to make space between each finger so that we can see the mat. So we're making kind of like forks, we're making like stars with the fingers, but not like too much. So everything's about balance. And then I also want you to think about digging gently in with your fingertips so that you're not placing all of your weight here into the wrist creases. I want you to spread that weight and lean forwards a little bit into the fingertips so you get a little bit of a clawing action. And your wrists will thank you for that. Your fingers are pointing forwards, but some people may prefer just to slightly turn the fingers out. So it's a little bit like 5-2 and 5 pass. And there isn't really a right and wrong. This is about how it feels in your body. This is foundations of yoga. So we're breaking down the poses individually so that you can get really, really into what's right for your body. Now we've got our hands touching the floor. We've also got our knees touching the floor, but we've also got our shin bones and the tops of our feet. So let's not forget about that part of our body, which is a good foundation. So this part of the body here, we can press into that as well as the hands so that we've not got, again, all the weight here. Now we're making this tabletop position. Another thing to pay attention to is the elbow creases. So we roughly want to feel as if the elbow creases are pointing towards each other. A lot of times I see people who are kind of hypermobile in the arms, really shining the elbow creases forwards and spinning them around. Just see if you can back off from that slightly so that your elbows do still go out to the side when you bend your arms, yeah, rather than back. And then let's look at the spine. So for cat-cow, we want to start the movement at the tailbone. So it isn't down, up like this, yeah? We want to be able to feel and enjoy that journey and that process. So start to lift your tailbone here Feel this movement ripple into your belly, into your rib cage, into your heart space. And then lastly, just lift the head and gaze forward slightly. So you've got this dip in the back. And then to reverse that, again, start from your tailbone and tuck it under. Like a little sad puppy, you tuck the tailbone. Then feel that movement ripple. Press into your hands, press into the tops of the feet. Start to ripple up through the spine, through the shoulder blades there, and then start to look back towards the knees as you really round the shoulder blades. And again, start from your tailbone, start to lift the tailbone. Drop the belly. Ripple through the rib cage, the heart, and the head, shining forward. So I'm not looking up too much and trying to crank and crick into my neck. I'm just gazing forwards and letting my belly hang down here, finding this dip in the spine. Now let's try movement with breath. This is where we want to get to. So we'll breathe in here. Slow, deep breath in. And then as you ripple through your spine, breathe out through the nose or the mouth. Really stretch the skin of the back. And then breathe in again as you ripple forwards. Beautiful. And exhale as you round through, tucking the tailbone and spreading the skin across the back body. Squeeze and empty the breath out. And then inhale, ripple, tailbone, belly, rib cage, heart, chest, and neck and head. Exhale, tuck under, slowly. See if you can feel each vertebrae start to round through and get that maximum movement with your breath. Good, let's do 2 more. If you need to come off the hands, give them a break and build the strength in the arms and the hands slowly. Exhale. Good. Last one. You can take a deep, beautiful breath in when all of the belly and the front body is open here. And then squeeze the air out. Squeeze that stale air out. Now just sit back onto your heels. Going into a child's pose. Your wrists probably really need that little bit of a break now. So give them a little rub. And rotate. Beautiful. And then slowly come up, unravel your spine, and lift up your head. Amazing, beautiful. So that movement, cat-cow, is an excellent one to bring into your daily practice. If you're just doing 5-10 minutes of movement and breath, and just to get your body moving each day, then I would highly recommend doing cat and cow every day. You're going to build up that strength in the wrists and the arms as well. You're going to get your spine moving, and we're only as young as our spine, is one of the nice proverbs that I like to use. So we really want to keep our spine healthy. It's really common for people to have bad backs these days when we're sitting in these postures, sat on chairs for a long time. So you could integrate this just throughout the day. You know, if you want to get up from your chair, just do a bit of cat-cow, a bit of downward dog, stretch out the legs, stretch out the spine, the belly, the rib cage, get some breath into your body. Deep breaths. So good for our health. So thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Find Your Inner Sparkle, if you haven't already done so. And please do join me in the Facebook group, the Facebook community, Find Your Inner Sparkle with Adele, where I share things every single day. I share breathing, I share essential oils, I share yoga, I share all of my tools that I have built up to help me to be resilient, to be happy, to be healthy, to be strong, to be flexible, and just to be a well-balanced person, really. So do keep connecting and checking in with the group. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed this video, and do comment below if you've got any questions or just any comments about how you found that, how you moved through that pose. and whether you got a new sensation or learned anything new. I love to hear from you, so do let me know. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great Monday. Bye for now.